Right, we are proving an identity in this one, right? The question is prove. That's our left hand side and that's our right hand side. Okay, let's get straight into this. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the content, help the channel to grow. Let's start with the right hand side. Okay, the right hand side is already fairly easy, but let's just say quickly right hand side. Um, right hand side. I'm just gonna change tan to sine x over cos x, right? Why am I doing this? The reason that I'm doing this is to give me or to help me have an idea of what I'm going to look for. Okay, because I know that on top I'm going to want sine, at the bottom I'm going to want cos. It's going to motivate what changes I'm going to do. So if I look at the bottom over here, I see that there's a cos double angle. We know for the cos double angle there's different options. So knowing that I want to end up with cos, I'm going to pick one that has a cos in it, right? So let's go back to the left hand side. We're going to work with the left hand side. And in the numerator, there's a sine double angle. We only have one option for that. So that one is going to be easy. So I'm going to say sine x plus the sine double angle is 2 sine x. 2 sine x cos x. Okay, and then 1 plus cos x. So let's leave that as is for a second. And now my cos double angle, there are three options. And like I mentioned, I'm going to go with the option that still has cos in it, right? Because I know I want to end up with cos at the bottom. So I'm replacing this with plus 2 cos squared x minus 1. Okay, so this over here is that double angle. Okay, right, we find that on our formula sheet if you didn't remember that. Okay, in the numerator, so what I can see, right, so there's a plus over there, here's a plus, so I can see that there's two terms, and if I have two terms, I'm most likely going to want to factorize. So I'm going to factorize, and I see there's a common factor of sine x. Right, so I'm going to take sine x out as my common factor in my numerator. And if sine x is divided with this first term, I'm going to be left with 1. Plus, if sine x is divided with my second term, I'm left with 2 cos x. Right, in my denominator, there is a minus 1 and a plus 1, so those are gone. What am I left with? I'm left with cos x plus 2 sine x. Again, two terms. What are we going to do? Let's take out the common factor. So we're going to factorize. Let's take out cos as a common factor. Cos divided by itself leaves us with 1 plus cos squared divided by cos is going to leave us with 2 cos x. Right, and now there's one term on top, one term at the bottom, because there's one term on top and one term at the bottom. Oh, I just noticed a mistake I did. Don't write sine without the x. Don't write cos without the x. Okay, great, it's there now. Right, that bracket and that bracket looks exactly the same, so they are cancelled, and I am left with my right hand side, which is my sine divided by cos.